you have come to the place where you can learn to harness the power of intention, to create subconscious beliefs that serve you, and to gain insights that allow you to create a life, personally and professionally, that you desire. This is the place where you leverage your subconscious mind and design your destiny. Join me now, your host, Penny Chason. Hey, joyful souls, it is Penny here, and I am excited to be back. This is a special week for me. I'm going to be celebrating another revolution around the sun and all that I get to do in this life. And this year, it is a big year. It is the big 50. Now, I have to tell you, I don't feel 50. A lot of times I think I'm still 20, though I'm not. But one of the things that we tend to think about as we begin to get older in years is about our health, about being healthy. And so many times we tend to wait until we're feeling it before we do anything about it. Unfortunately, so many times we tend to wait until we're older before we begin to think about our health. And you've heard me mention before how, as humans in this current modern day society with deadlines, social media, 24-hour news, now we're working from home, people are schooling from home, we tend to begin to normalize a lot of stress. And it's not intentional. It's actually a subconscious thing. Our mind becomes aware once a pattern repeats so many times that, oh, maybe this is just the way the things are. Or we become so accustomed to feeling the physical impact of stress that we simply don't notice it as much anymore. It kind of becomes our everyday state. Why do I bring this up? I bring it up because stress, subconscious stress that we aren't even aware of, plus the stress that we are aware of, it contributes, depending on which source you look at, anywhere between 75 and over 90% of doctors' visits. So think about that for a minute. Between 75 or potentially over 90% of doctors' visits are due to symptoms that are brought on by stress. And again, many times we accept high stress states as normal. So how do we address that? Because we can address it. We can make it better. As a matter of fact, one of my recent graduates, Lynn Louise Larson, she had injured her foot. And the first doctor gave her an opinion and she was still having some issues. She went to another doctor and he's like, oh no, we can fix that. Well, he gave her a very lengthy recovery prognosis. And through using self-hypnosis, listening to what he said, and using visualization in hypnosis to see herself healed, she was walking 4 months before they said she would be able to walk. And she's starting physical therapy. All of these things are happening because she chose to focus her mind on healing. Now, just because you're experiencing stress does not mean you have to go through your day focusing your mind on healing every day. That's not what I'm getting at all. I want to emphasize the point that our thoughts, our feelings, most especially the thoughts we aren't aware of, the 93 to 95% that are under the surface, constantly running, that we're unaware of, those things influence our brain's stress response. It affects your immune system. It affects your blood pressure. It affects your heart rate. You can end up with skin conditions. You can end up with physical aches and pains and headaches and all sorts of things, stomach issues, all of these things. And the 95% of stuff that's running underneath the surface has to do with the past. That 95% has to do with prior experiences in your mind being on the alert to avoid or predict those situations in the future so that it can handle them, so that you're prepared. We can eliminate this stress. You can go in and through a subtle process that takes only a few minutes a day, you can eliminate that stress under the surface so that you can feel better, so that you can be healthier. Right now, I'm training a group of hypnotists. I had someone, as I was teaching them this self-hypnosis, in the self-hypnosis, they developed a pain. And when we came out of the self-hypnosis and I was asking everyone about their experience, she goes, I had this pain between my ribs and, it was there, but, then it went away. And I'm like, tell me about it. Have you had the pain before? Well, yeah. And she went on to explain, but through the process of what we've done, that pain has gone away. Someone's low back discomfort went away. These things are very real. I have clients all the time who will tell me that their body has released something that was physically bothering them. And it's because they've alleviated the stress. And the stress affects the body's ability to be in its optimum state. So right now, if you're worried about your health, you're worried about having a strong immune system, that very act of worrying is creating even more stress. So instead of worrying about what if, what may happen, I need to be healthy, plus not only are you carrying on the fear of that or the concern of that, but the things under the surface from the past where you know the potential of what could happen because you've experienced illness before or you know someone who's experienced illness before and you don't want to see that happen again. You're in a state of avoidance. Instead of being so concerned with all of those things, wouldn't it be nice if you could be in a place where you can be aware, where you can have an awareness of what's going on in the world, an awareness of what you need to do to be healthy, to feel good, yet you could be free of the fear, free of the nervousness, be able to sleep at night and have peace of mind because you know you're doing what you need to do. Some people are surprised when they can experience this because they've never experienced it before in their life and they simply did not know it was possible. That you can be in a state of awareness, take responsibility, and prepare for things without having to be in fear, without having to feel a sense of dread, or having it steal your happiness and joy. Look at it however it is that you wish. But I want to share this with you. This is something that is truly life-changing. You can improve your life. You can improve your sense of being. And the way to do that is through this powerful mind, body, spirit self-hypnosis that is a part of my Release, Renew, Realign program. The doors are going to be opening in the next week or two. And this is something I don't want you to miss out on because this is something that will allow you to maintain your sense of well-being for the rest of your life. I mean, how long have you been putting off setting aside the time to take care of you from the inside out? To take care of you so that you can feel good. So often we're so busy taking responsibility for others, for their well-being, for how they feel. It's time. It is time for you to take care of how you feel, to put your sense of well-being, your happiness, your ability to just allow and enjoy life. It's time to put that first. If you are ready to put yourself first for just a few minutes every day so that you can drastically change the way that you feel about yourself and your life and how you show up in life, then Release, Renew, Realign is for you. And I want you to join me. And those doors are going to be opening soon, and I do not want you to miss it. So I want you to go right now to the website, pennychason.com/release, and get on the wait list right now. And I look forward to seeing you when we get started. Bye now. Thanks for tuning in today. I would love it if you would head over to iTunes and leave a positive review about how this episode has helped you to improve your life. When you leave a positive review, it helps us to reach even more people, helping them to change their lives, and that positive energy and vibration of sharing comes back to you as we spread the message of how you can use the power of intention, creating stronger subconscious beliefs, and raising our vibration to create the life that we desire, the one that we're here to truly live so that we can fulfill our purpose in life. Once again, thanks for tuning in, and I'll see you next time.